You are now stepping to the ledge.
Now recording.
Welcome to the ledge, everybody. I am your host, Ken Bro. You can get in contact with me on Twitter and Instagram at KenBro_TOC. And I also have my three compadres with me. G, say what's up to the people, homie.
What's cracking, everybody? You want to get in touch with me, just figure it out for yourself.
That was kind of cold, man. Two Country, tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Yo, what's up, y'all? You can get in contact with me on Instagram at Two Country, YouTube at Two Country.
All right, man. The local hero, man. Show them how to connect with the hero.
What up, everybody? It's the local hero, aka Fred G Hero. The G stand for gangster. You can connect with me, the gentleman on YouTube, the gentleman on IG. Check us out. The Ledge 773 at Gmail if you want to send emails, and also look for the group, the gentleman on Facebook.
Such a fucking gentleman.
The motherfucking gentleman that beat on women. But anyway,
woman beater.
You fucking woman beater. But
what the fuck?
All right, today's topic is Georgia man jogging. Didn't get chased by some I guess citizen / open whatever.
No, call it what they is. You got killed by a bunch of hillbilly chicken shits. Call them what they are.
All right, today's topic is a Georgia man jogging, minding his own goddamn business, and then somehow got shot by some chicken shit hillbilly people. Cut that. I ain't gonna put that in there.
I mean, but it just worked.
Yeah, we on the ledge. Fuck that. Let's be
Fuck it then. All right,
episode.
cool. All right, man. Georgia man just jogging, minding his own business, shot by some chicken shit hillbilly guys. So we're gonna talk about that shit today. Express our feelings on the whole thing and everything that surround this situation. Today we're gonna start with the local hero, man. Let the people know how you feeling right now.
Two things. Number one, I'm gonna get to them inbred motherfuckers in a second.
They definitely look inbred to the motherfuckers.
The biggest enemy to black people in this movement is coon motherfuckers. That is the biggest threat. The Black Panthers wasn't took down by white people. They took down by a coon motherfucker who infiltrated. Same thing happening right now. I see his best friend. I posted a video. I don't know if y'all watched it. His best friend is trying to say, well, you know, this is about justice. It ain't about race. I understand what he's saying, but it's going to be about race when they go to court. Jason Whitlock, Lego head ass in here saying, well, you judges blown out of proportion. When nobody hunted it, that man was hunted. They hunted that man. One guy was looking at him for a whole year investigating him. Couldn't find shit. They went out their way to kill this man. So let me just give y'all a PSA for all you hillbillies. If you run up on me, I'm not going to the federal home. You are. I'm going to motherfucking court. That's the first thing. Secondly, these motherfuckers shouldn't even make it to court. They should do these motherfuckers worse than what they did Dylan Roof. And if anybody, and I want this shit on YouTube, and please send me emails. If anybody put their hands on these motherfuckers, I'm putting $100 on your book. Straight out. I'm dropping $1 on your books. If anybody put their hands on these motherfuckers. So please spread this shit around. Let these motherfucking brothers hear this shit. The only way this shit is going to stop is only two ways this shit going to stop. Is if we burn down these motherfuckers' houses or we catch their children. That's just plain simple.
Not the children, man.
Look,
the children?
Look, if a motherfucker bury my mans, I bury his moms. Period.
Damn.
Don't hit them. If you hit them, then they gone. No. Make them feel the pain you feel. That man was somebody's son. That man was somebody's brother. That man was somebody's uncle, somebody's cousin, somebody's father. So don't get them. Get their fucking family members. That's the only way that motherfuckers is going to stop is if you start getting their fucking family members. If they bury one of theirs and they sitting there crying over this motherfucker. All this marching shit. I remember Dick Gregory, the great Dick Gregory said, we've been marching for 100 years, not feet tied. All this motherfucking marching, all this motherfucking hands up, don't shoot shit does not work. It has never worked. Aseta Shakur said, never in the history of oppression has the oppressor stopped the oppressor because they were asked. It's time to fucking go out and do something. All this motherfucking marching, that draws attention. Okay, now it's attention on now what you do because they're not respecting it. These motherfuckers ain't getting the same time we getting. You got motherfuckers sitting here. What about black on black violence? Whenever a white motherfucker is killed by a black motherfucker, nobody says, well, what about white on white violence? That's not how white people operate. They put that shit on us so they create division. So we got to start doing what the fuck we have to start doing to get this shit out the way. All this motherfucking marching shit. Yo, I'm asleep. Fuck that shit. Wake me up when it's time to get it popped. I'm not trying to see that shit. We don't need We gave these motherfuckers Martin Luther King. They don't need Martin no more. These motherfuckers need Malcolm. These motherfuckers need Huey P. Newton. That's who the fuck they need. Fred Hampton. That's who the fuck they need, because we've given these motherfuckers Martin. And all they've done is keep hitting us in the motherfucking cheek, and we kept turning the other cheek. And you can't keep turning the other cheek because you ain't got no cheeks left. So now it's time to show motherfuckers Malcolm. It's time to put down that Bible, put on your glasses, and get your motherfucking rifle. That's just plain and simple. Now I'm gonna say some, and that shit might get us, some trouble. I don't give a fuck. Send me an email. Come look for me. I ain't hard to find. I'm tired of looking at YouTube and all this and Facebook, and I'm seeing motherfuckers get killed for no reason. I'm tired of it. And it's really starting to piss me off, and I'm starting to see all these motherfuckers sitting here. We got to do something. We got to do something. Let's organize a march. Yeah, let's organize a march. Look, they took this motherfucking February, and they just get arrested now. Somebody should have been to their house. They should have got the mammy, that punk-ass, retarded-looking kid that was probably inbred. They should have killed the family dog, because these motherfuckers went out there with the intention to kill this man. And now you got the DA saying, well, the shooting was justified. I ain't going to tell you what to do to the DA, but if something happened, you know what I'm saying? Something happened to happen. I'm just saying I'm not going to be upset with that. But these two motherfuckers should not make it to trial. They should be made an example of. They should catch these motherfuckers in the cell, and they should leave these motherfuckers breathless, and they should be lead them motherfuckers in the cell to make an example of these motherfuckers, because this shit's going to keep happening until somebody steps up and do what the fuck they have to do. That's just plain and simple. And all these motherfucking coons, like you got Steve Harvey, you got motherfucking Jason Whitlock, all these motherfucking coons should not feel comfortable around black people. Your family is black. They killing black people, and you sitting here trying to defend this shit. Well, let's hear his side of the story. We won't have to hear his side of the story. We saw the fucking video. So what you gonna tell me? Well, let's see the whole video. It ain't no reason to see the whole video. For what we saw, the man was jogging and they ran up on him. If that was a black motherfucker that ran up on dude and killed him, you wouldn't even have to see the whole video. All you had to see was him run up on him and shoot him, and you be like, he guilty. But you want to sit here and see the whole motherfucking video like they doing interviews and shit? Yeah. We out here on motherfucking Facebook Live. We get ready to cap a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry, Hillbilly. Let me see how Hillbilly's talk. Well, Jethro, we out here on Facebook Live, and we say a nigger, and we gonna kill this mama bitch. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm tired of that stupid ass shit. Let's see the whole video. Fuck Trump. Fuck his supporters. Fuck their mother. Fuck their father. Fuck their children. All of them could eat a dick. Fake switch bitch ass motherfuckers, and that's my thoughts.
Mic drops and walk away.
The stimulus, though, he gave.
Man, fuck that stimulus. The fuck is $1,200 to a motherfucker like me? Motherfucker rent is $1,400.
Damn, Hove, calm down, man.
I'm just saying, my rent is $1,400. What the fuck I'm gonna do with $1,200? I'm gonna buy a fucking box of cigars.
That's what them dudes saying. That's what them goons saying when you say you gonna put 100 on their book.
I'm gonna put 100 on their book. Them motherfuckers ain't getting no stimulus in jail.
They say, what the fuck is $100?
Motherfucker, you tell you ain't never been locked up. What's $100? Gee, what's $100 when you in the motherfucking joint?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the dudes will be saying.
What's $100 if you in joint? Look, this is what I'm saying.
No, you got the big voice, so you got to say you'll put 2 racks on somebody's books.
Let me say what happens.
It's too much.
When them cops go out there and they kill black people, what do motherfuckers do? They started GoFundMe, and everybody put in money for that cop's legal defense. So what I'm saying is, if these brothers do what they have to do, everybody should pull in and put money on their books. Because if a cop kill a motherfucker, please believe he got half the nation sending them money. So if a motherfucker do what they supposed to do, everybody should send them money.
Hell yeah.
So that way you have more riders out there. Because these motherfuckers, when that dude killed Mike Brown, you know how much money he made off that GoFundMe? Off that GoFundMe, he made over $200,000. Let me tell you the tripped out part of this. So in PA, I was in PA at the time, a cop got killed by a brother. They started a GoFundMe for the brother. They canceled that shit quick. They didn't even have time. They didn't even wait for the trial. They canceled that shit. They sent everybody their money back. Meanwhile, a motherfucking cop killed a brother, and they just let his shit ride. So send that shit directly to the motherfuckers' books. Don't even send that shit to GoFundMe or nothing. Send that shit directly to their books so they get that money. That brother that whooped Dylan Roof ass, guess what? They gave him enough money to get out of jail. He bailed himself out. That's what the fuck we need to do for everybody who makes an example out of these hillbilly corn-fed pieces of chicken shit. We need more. Everybody want to talk about unity. That's how you create unity. You pay the motherfucking riders.
That is fucking nuts, man. 2 country. What you got to put in? What's your input?
I mean, you know, it's pretty fucked up that they really siding with the police.
He's not a police. He was the investigator. For the DA office.
Yeah, but think about this: the nigga had his son with him on some let's show off type shit. Let's kill a nigga today. I don't know what it was, but the story don't add up. This nigga running down the street, and because it was burglars in the neighborhood, they tried to say he fit the suspect. He saw a nigga running down that street, and he probably ain't saw a nigga in a while. He probably think it's just one nigga in that neighborhood. That's fucked up. You judge, jury, and executioner, man.
Exactly.
He premeditated that. He knew what he was going to do. As soon as that boy started whooping his ass.
They were going to whoop him because they can't fight. They was going to shoot him. They can't fight.
But dude was on some, I'm scared. These random motherfuckers just jumped on me. And they shot the damn boy.
Yeah, they didn't go out there with the intention to jump. They went out there with the intention to shoot him because I could look and tell his son ain't never been in a fight with nothing but obesity. Only thing the motherfucker's fault was diabetes. That's the only thing the motherfucker's fault in life was diabetes.
That just looked out of place to me. That whole store, that neighborhood looked fucking cringing. Why he running down that creepy ass block?
Now I don't know about y'all, but y'all from the South, but I've been in PA with hit. So here's the thing when they say about PA. They say PA, you got Pittsburgh on one side, you got Philly on the other side, and Alabama in between. I've been in these hillbilly ass areas where you had to check these white motherfuckers because they get it in their head that black people are scared of them because there's a lot of them. I don't have to check a bunch of hillbilly motherfuckers. Like, look, I'm not who the fuck you think I am. I send this motherfucker right the fuck up. And
but they look at us like they're not afraid of us
because they're not anymore. They're not anymore. Because there's no get right.
Some are.
Yeah, some of them are. A lot of these motherfuckers.
If they real quick to call the police.
Here's the thing. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't no get right with these motherfuckers. Remember back in the 90s, these motherfuckers would have crossed the street if they just saw a black motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're not intimidated anymore. And they need to get that fear back in them.
But the only way they're going to get that fear back, is...
No. See, a lot of these motherfuckers, because they have not been properly reprimanded for shooting black people. I mean, why would you be scared? It's like, oh, if I shoot them, I'm probably not going to get that much time. Probably not even going to go to jail at all.
And they're not going to shoot back.
Or they come up with the perfect story where the tape can go hidden for about a year or two.
That's why motherfuckers need to go ahead.
I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, that's
why I'm talking about in general.
Look, can we all be honest? This system was not made for us. So there's not going to be any justice for this man. So why even rely on the system? Go handle this shit yourself.
That's another thing that boggles my mind. So like if us as a black people would call the cops, right? And for whatever the case is, whether it's a person missing or somebody killed, one of our people or whatever, and we call the cops. And the first thing they fucking tell us, they be like, don't do nothing crazy. We'll handle this. Don't take the law into your own hands. But then yet they try to cover this shit up with a quote unquote citizen arrest. Mm-hmm. That don't make no sense because you'll tell us to calm down and don't take the law in your own hands, but you trying to empower them to take the law in their own hands. This is like what? As far as I know, this is one of the second or third case that came to light where there's a motherfucking random ass citizen trying to do his quote unquote due diligence for the community and end up killing a motherfucker. That shit is fucking crazy. But you tell us not to take the shit into our hands, but you allow these fucking vigilantes that run around here and trying to call it a citizen. Who the fuck honors a fucking citizen arrest? Like, come the fuck on. Like,
that's why dude gave him the hands. That's why that dude gave him the hands.
Yeah, you try to a citizen fucking arrest?
You said arrest these hands.
Exactly. And then to do a citizen arrest, you have to be observing a crime being taking place in order for a citizen arrest to be valid. This guy's jogging down the damn street. How was that a citizen arrest?
They saw him running and they chased his damn man. Like that's some scary shit if you think about it.
No, Ronnie, that's not what happened, man. I was watching a lot of shit. That shit popped up on my radar, like I said, because I seen a video that said that the shooting was justified. So I had to go watch the fucking video.
Who said the shooting was justified?
I'm scrolling through YouTube and I see somebody say that both of these shootings were justified. So I was already watching one, which is, I think, Sean Reed. I was already watching that shooting. So I needed to see Ahumaud Arbery. I needed to see that shooting. I watched probably maybe about 10 fucking videos. What I gathered from the way, the way I was looking at it, from what I gathered is the motherfuckers already observing them. All right. So the video was leaked by the lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. The lawyer leaked the video saying because he's not representing them and he didn't want to, I guess, nothing to do with that case. Plus he didn't see justification in what happened. So during this whole entire thing, the only thing this man so-called even did that was even remotely wrong was go look into a house that construction was happening on. He went to go look in a window of it, and that was all. So whatever the fuck they observed him doing, that was the height of it as far as being close to anything illegal. The motherfucker jogging. So now I don't know, but you know, back in my days when I used to be gang banging and shit, I know what a setup looked like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he beat. Hold up. I don't know if he peeped the person that was like behind him, driving behind him. But if a person, I've seen multiple videos, and there's a video that shows a totally different point of view from the one that all of the videos on. It basically just showed that they was at one location originally, and then they said that they was trying to cut him off at the next corner. You know what I'm saying? And he was actually, it sounded like he was actually on the phone with the police, according to the phone call. It sounded, the police call, the 911 call. It sounded like he was on the phone with the police when the shootout took place, because on the phone, you hear somebody say, "Hey, stop moving, stop. You stop it right now, damn it." You hear him say that. So apparently that was right around the time he had got close to where they were. So these motherfuckers was in one location and they had missed him. So they went to go cut him off at a different fucking street. Now he's on the phone with the police, telling the police he's on one street, but he talking about he don't know the cross street. They was parked like it looked like it wasn't that far from a corner. So you couldn't just look up. You standing on the top of a truck. You couldn't look up until the cross street. Now that's starting to sound like a setup right there. Now, that's just the phone call alone. Set that shit to the side. Now you got him running. Now, you got somebody behind him filming the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when he's running, you see, on the phone call, it said that I didn't hear this for myself, but in one of the things I was watching, it said that it was said on the phone call that he was in the car until they seen him run up, and then he hopped out of the car. So in the video, you see a person standing outside of the truck in front of the door, the driver's side door that's wide open, and somebody standing in front of the door. You can see the gun. He sees this. He veers to the right to go around the truck, and the camera kind of like moved, I guess, a little bit. Now, at that point, it sounded like it's when he was saying, "Hey, you stop there," or whatever the case may be. But it looked like he had already seen the fact that he had a gun and he was trying to run away from it. And it looked like when he seen that this dude was pointing a gun at him, he ran up on him to like grab the gun. Now he shot at him already. He shot at him the first time before he even come from in front of the truck. Then they go out of the frame. You see the smoke, you hear the gunshot, boom. And then you see the last gunshot. You can see it because it's right in front of the frame. It hits him it looked like one hit him on the side and one hit him on the upper chest. When the boy let him go and he backed up, he knew that boy was dead. He didn't even turn around to look at him. When that boy fell, he just walked off like he did his day's work. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this to any black person, brown person, yellow person, whoever's listening. When you in these hillbilly ass towns, get yourself a gun because they got one. And I can guarantee you, because I used to tell motherfuckers this when they went into the military. It's easy to shoot at motherfuckers that don't shoot back. I want to see you shoot at motherfuckers that shoot back. I don't give a fuck about you, hun. Hun, the motherfucker that shoot back at your ass. That's when you show me you got some real shit. They got that boy. They know he didn't have a gun. That's why they sat there and watched this. If they know he didn't have a gun. That's why I say whenever I go.
One of them said was reaching.
He wasn't reaching
for his gun.
They ain't found it.
When he got shot. But, police said he didn't have a gun.
Exactly.
He didn't have anything.
They know he didn't have a gun. Whenever you walking in these little hillbilly ass places, have a gun on you, period.
And when they first handed it off to Cook County, not Cook County, but they county peoples and shit, the motherfucker say he didn't see a problem with the shooting.
The only reason that these motherfuckers went to jail,
didn't see a problem with the shooting.
And everybody keeps saying this. It ain't because of the video. It's because everybody saw the video. That's the only reason they made these arrests. If this video would have never came out, they would have never been arrested.
Quote unquote, the video didn't exist at first, but somehow it ended up in the second DA's report that it was a video. Like they said, the first DA, they just, because of the relationship they had with dude, they believed what he said. And the whole story was, the whole story was at first was that what the mom got was that her son was shot and killed because he was committing a crime at the time. A crime,
yeah.
And you know, like whatever happened, you know, he ended up getting killed. And then later on, you know, as stuff kind of the story changed. The story changed like 3 times. It went from him being in a crime and getting killed, and then from him, you know, being suspected of a crime, and he was the aggressor, and dude shot him in self-defense. And now this video come out, which Sean King said that if you listen to the end of the video, you will hear a gun cock, which he like speculates that it might have been like either somebody that was with the 2 guys, or it was a cop that's observing it. And, you know, and he leaked the video because the lawyer got the video through an anonymous email that had a link to the video. And then the lawyer ended up spreading the video. And then, but I don't understand because Sean King also got that video too. And he was one of the first people that posted the video too. And that's how it started. It started spreading.
The first video I watched said 2 hours on it, which was like yesterday, I believe. Or
when you get videos like that,
yeah, 2 hours.
You either send it out to the activists, or you send it out to the NAACP or whatever. Which fuck the NAACP, because they're not gonna do shit in March. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep saying this till it's over with. These guys are probably gonna get, if they get any time, it's gonna be 10 to 15 years. They're gonna get time served considered. They're gonna remember that he's a cop, and he's gonna get fucking probation. He's not going to jail. His motherfucking Chris Griffin looking ass son ain't going to jail. None of them motherfuckers
if they're gonna give them a chance to have a trial, even though that tape got leaked and it caught their ass right there, even if they giving them a chance to get off, I don't even think they're going to jail.
No, here's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna have the arraignment. The judge's gonna hear the shit, gonna see the evidence, he's gonna throw it out. But let's just say they go to trial. If they go to trial, I can guarantee you 12 jurors, I can guarantee you 8 of them motherfuckers gonna be old and white.
Yeah, they not finna throw that little white boy away. You know they ain't gonna do that.
They're gonna find them 8 white jurors. They're gonna find 1 black, 1 Mexican, 1 mixed. But they're not gonna. It's not going to be black people on that jury. I can guarantee you that. There might be 1 black person.
I mean, they ain't gonna go to jail because George Zimmerman didn't go to jail. Why should we expect them to go to jail?
I feel like it's gonna be another Zimmerman situation.
And if Zimmerman would have been taken care of from the fucking beginning, this shit wouldn't. Them motherfuckers would know.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at people that saw that little boy get shot though. Why they just watch it?
No, motherfuckers. So here's the thing. Here's how the law protected. Motherfucker shot at Zimmerman. He doing 10 years for shooting at that motherfucker.
That's ridiculous, man.
When you catch motherfuckers like this, you have to do what you have to do. They're rabid dogs. And how do you treat a rabid dog? You put his ass down.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm trying to say this.
Why ain't nobody?
And what I'm saying is,
what happened to the Zimmer store? Is that store still where it's at? Is it still functioning? Because if it is, he won.
What I'm saying is, and I'm saying this as disrespectful as possible, because I want people to say something to me. When you find a rabid dog, you put it down because it has rabies. You got to kill the whole fucking litter.
But you don't understand though. That's how they view us as rabid dogs. So that's why they shoot us in the street, and that's why nothing happens, because they view us as animals and shit. And so when you kill an animal, it's nothing.
And that's why you got to show motherfuckers. Like I said. They don't want Martin. They want Malcolm. So it's time to show motherfuckers Malcolm, because we've been sitting here being too peaceful for too long. These motherfuckers gonna keep doing this shit.
I mean, how would motherfuckers really feel if motherfuckers really did dress up in black robes and throw some black hats on and start burning crosses in front of motherfucking cribs and start taking out anything with a motherfucking lack of melon? I'm just saying.
It's gonna be a whole war in America. That's all it is.
Dude, we're building up to a race war now. Like all this fucking racism and shit. I see all this secret racism, this internet racism, I'm really scared in real life, so I'm gonna kill you if I see you racism and that shit going on.
Let me put this caveat out there. I have white friends and I don't dislike white people. I dislike racist white motherfuckers. And I will defend myself, period. I would defend myself. I would sit in court and I would tell the motherfucker, yeah, I shot that fucking hillbilly. Do what you gonna do.
It's like that, the savagery that was in black black people in the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, other origins, just like y'all said like we said on the podcast the other day. Not just white people, but any other race or origin, they adapt to the black culture. That's how I feel like that situation is.
And here's the thing, like
the white people went back to being those savages way back when we weren't even a thought.
And here's the thing,
you know what I'm saying? The slavery times.
If you look after that LA riot, LA changed like a motherfucker. When they tore that motherfucker up and started snatching motherfuckers out of trucks and fucking them up, all that shit changed. They changed police chief. They changed tactics. They started changing the way they do shit. And they changed whatever the fuck they supposed to do. That's what the fuck has to happen again, because the only thing they respect is when we tear shit up. Like when they tore that shit up in Baltimore.
Tear shit up.
But you know what? And they do not care. Black people can't call the police and get the same justification as a white person. That's why white people don't give a fuck no more. That's why.
And you know what I hate? I hate when motherfuckers say, well, they destroying their own neighborhoods. No, we ain't. We don't own shit in this neighborhood. We don't own our house. We don't own a store. We don't own nothing in this motherfucker. Burn that bitch down. Fuck them. Let insurance take care of it.
Fuck that. If you live in that bitch, you destroying your own neighborhood.
We don't own none of that shit. What do we own?
I hear you.
What do we own?
I hear you.
Let me tell you what happened. When they destroyed,
your ass live in that bitch, you destroying your own neighborhood.
I'm gonna give you a scenario. In Baltimore, they destroyed the CVS on the corner, right? And when they destroyed that CVS, it was a black drugstore getting ready to close because they didn't get any business. Once CVS was gone, guess what happened? Everybody started going to the black drugstore, the black-owned drugstore, and they fucking started. They opened back up and they started making money. If that shit ain't black-owned, then you gotta do what you gotta do, man. But we don't have that unity.
Yeah,
we'll just
but when niggas is rioting, motherfuckers ain't saying, "Oh yeah, don't touch that one because that one black on."
Oh no, it's organization and chaos. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It is perfect. It's organization and chaos.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you get the organization before you do that shit. Because if you just riding for the sake of riding, it's no organization.
Oh, it's always organization. Yeah. It's always a shot call out there.
But it's gonna also be that one ignorant nigga that wants something out that black stuff.
It's always a shot call out there. It is always a motherfucker that run the crew out there.
Ain't no shot caller ever been around me doing a riot, because it ain't never been a motherfucker around me that could have told me to or not to do something.
Gee, you're a special case, a basket case. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people who know why they out there.
Yeah, there's people who know. Who's to say the whole crowd know why they out there?
In general, if somebody is looting, it's every man for themselves. Shot caller or not.
We have to destroy this shit. We have to destroy this system. We have to burn it down. This system does not work. It has never worked.
The time I felt that it was going to be an uprising and a riot, amongst our community, it got set to the wayside because they elected President Obama. Mm-hmm. Before then, we was about to riot, dude. Like I felt it coming. I seen it. I watched everything around me. But once they put that dude in office, I just seen everything just fall to the wayside.
Because he was a figurehead, and we always gonna get something. We didn't get shit. But here's what I noticed though: whenever shit gets like at the highest, and watch, it's gonna be a Martin Luther King movie come out or Rosa Parks movie. Whenever shit gets at the height, when we get ready to tear shit up, it's always a fucking Martin Luther King or fucking a Rosa Parks or some shit. Like remember when we was about to tear some shit up and Selma came out?
It's gonna make it even worse. Roots and Rosewood, that shit gonna make it even worse.
Rosewood.
When we was about to tear shit out, remember we was about to tear shit up and then Selma came out. And black people's like, oh,
Mississippi
we got burning. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I saw Roots and I was ready. I saw Roots and I was working, and my white supervisor walked up to me and said, "Hey, I can't do shit for you, white boy."
You know what tripped me out? The movie about the Roots was a good movie. It was a good TV show. But the more the seasons went on, didn't it turn whiter to y'all? It started to turn into a TV show about whites, like that motherfucker that was on the show, Little House on the Prairie.
They always need a white savior. Every black movie needs a white savior. That's just how it always
was weird, man. They always need a white savior. Little House on the Prairie.
All I know is I was on lunch break at UIC, and in the place where I was taking my lunch break at, Rosewood came on, and after I got off break, I was in the elevator with a white doctor, and I was about to fuck him up in the elevator, but I had to calm myself down.
God damn.
That movie had me amped.
Them movies be having you on 10. Like, for real, I was sitting there looking at my supervisor like, I should beat this bitch motherfucker ass. Pussy motherfucker.
Man.
Bet he can't fight.
Hey, that doctor did not know what was finna happen to him, boy. Too country. Let the people know how to get in contact with you again, yo.
You can hit me up, 2 Country, at Instagram, at 2 Country. You can go to YouTube. I'm going to be right on there because I'm big enough to fit on 3 pages.
Facts.
Yeah, 2 Country James. Yeah, check out The Ledge 2020.
The local hero, man. Shout out those contacts again, man.
All right, man. The Gentleman on YouTube, The Gentleman on IG. Reach us at The Ledge. We got a Facebook group. Reach us at The Ledge 773 at Gmail. If y'all got some faggot shit to say. So none of them hillbillies got their panties in the knot. Reach us. You're already on our YouTube, so go ahead and like that.
Gang.
Share that shit.
Motherfuckers.
Fuck you and suck my dick, you red bastards.
Gang.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say shout out to people that subscribe behind sucking dick. So
hey, shout out to all the subscribers too. I don't give a fuck. Shout out, y'all. Y'all holding it down, man. Y'all know what the real shit is. Y'all know what real. I'm talking to the hillbillies right now.
Like shit fucked up around here.
Yeah, fuck them. G.
Yo.
What's your got some contacts this time, or you still like whatever?
Nah, I mean, motherfuckers want to find me. They could just look around and see me dangling on the ledge. That's all.
Yeah, that's how your feet be dangling when you're sitting on the toilet.
Nah, I mean, that's like the ledge. Same difference.
Welcome to the ledge, bitches.
All right, we out this bitch, man. We can catch y'all niggas on the next episode. I'm your host, Ken Bro. You can catch me at Instagram or Twitter at KenBro_TOC. And we out this bitch.
Damn, you sound professional. You sound professional shit. Hey, give me a round of applause for being professional. Oh, man.
Professional.
Professional. Fucking man.